You know, there's a fundamental tool in English that you probably use every single day, and you might not even realize it has a name. Pretty cool, right? Well, today we're going to dive into what it is. Let's get into the first conditional. All right, let me ask you something. Just finish this sentence in your head. If it rains this weekend, got an answer? Maybe you were thinking, I'll watch a movie, or I'll just stay inside. Whatever you came up with, that little bit of logic, well, it actually has a name. And that's exactly what we're going to break down right now.
And look, don't let the word grammar scare you. This isn't some boring, dusty old rule from a textbook. It's actually a super practical tool that we all use to talk about the future.
Yeah, that whole if this happens, then that will happen thing, that's it. That's the logic of the first conditional. And it's basically the key to talking about what might happen next clearly and confidently.
So what do we actually do with it? Well, it really boils down to two main things that honestly we do all the time: predicting what's going to happen and planning for it.
Okay, so use number one. We use it to talk about real, likely possibilities in the future and what we'll do if they happen. This is exactly like our first example, right? If it rains this weekend, I'll stay inside and watch a film. Look, rain is a totally real possibility, and watching a film, that's your plan. It's just a super simple, clear connection between a possible event and your planned action. All right, so what's the second use? It's for making predictions. This is all about cause and effect. You're basically saying, hey, if this one thing happens, I'm pretty sure this other thing is going to happen as a result. Here's a great example. If electric cars become cheaper, then more people will buy them. See? It's a totally logical prediction. The cause is the price drop, the predicted effect, more people buying them. It's a straightforward forecast about the future. Okay, so this sounds pretty useful, right? But you might be thinking, is it going to be complicated? And the answer is, nope, not at all. The formula behind this is actually incredibly simple.
Here it is, the whole thing. It's really just two parts. You have your if part, the condition, and that uses the present simple tense. Then you have the result part, which just uses will plus a verb. That's it. Simple as that.
Let's break down an example that, might feel a little too real for some of us. If my train is canceled, I will cry. See how perfectly it fits? If my train is canceled, that's the condition in the present simple. And the result, I will cry. That's will plus the verb. It's a perfect match.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's just cause and effect. The condition, the if part, is the cause. The result, the will part, is the effect. They're totally connected, like two pieces of a puzzle. Okay, now for a really cool trick that makes this whole thing even easier and more flexible. Did you know you can actually just flip the whole sentence around? So here's our original sentence again. We start with the condition. If my train is canceled, and then comes the result. I will cry, and pay attention to that little comma in the middle. Now, watch this. We can flip it. I will cry if my train is canceled. See what happened? We put the result first, and, this is the important part, the comma is gone. You don't need it anymore. And here's the best part. The meaning stays exactly the same. It's identical. So what does that mean for you? It means you have more freedom, more flexibility when you're talking or writing. You can lead with the result or the condition. It really doesn't matter. It works perfectly both ways.
All right, so we've gone through what the first conditional is, what it's used for, and the super simple way to build it. So let's just do a really quick recap to make sure it all sticks so you can start using it like a pro. Okay, just remember these three key things. 1, we use it for real possible situations in the future. 2, the formula is super easy. If plus present, then will plus a verb. And 3, you can flip the whole thing around and the meaning doesn't change a bit.
And really, that's the whole shebang. You've now got a complete guide to a really powerful tool for communicating. So I guess the only question left is, now that you know the rule, what will you do with it?